penny, my sir. Please, just 1 penny.
Move along. Is it important? Just where did I put it?
Now look at that. A new face. How can Gabor serve you today? A Pyrean dagger, mayhaps? No? How about an ancient claymore for the steps of Eraziel? Wait. Say that again. Oh, by the name of the sun! You're Neremaze, aren't you? And even better, you're from Ostian. Oh, by the now deceased 7 gods. What brings you here? To Enderal, I mean. Indeed, I am. And before you ask, I fled, just as you probably did. Even though the artist inside of me loves the chaos, the family man doesn't. At least not enough that he would risk the life of his family. And well, now here I am. By the face of time, what a dull place this is. The people here, this endless rambling about the path and Malthus. I would have never thought the Order could actually succeed in keeping the truth about the Lightborn's death from the people so long. But in a place like this, that problem pretty much solves itself, it seems. The people here are so obstinate. I was surprised to find out they do not still pray to a Satyron. The forbidden book? Don't hold it against me, but I'd rather keep quiet about that. Maybe ask that librarian, Marius. He always struck me as the free-spoken type. Oh, my friend, if I were to tell you this, what reason would you have for my services? Secret of the trade. Oh yes, that I am. Painter of the black powder, the fiery moments, one could say. In Nerem I could make a living from that. But in this country, my art is not exactly acknowledged. Of course. Take care.
important?
Monsieur?
Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
So many strange faces. Well, isn't it nice?
Oh my, now who is this? To see you here fills me with bliss. 'Cause I can tell just from your eyes you search for magical disguise. Well, you can buy such from the stash of Emberlord and Fireflash. I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today? Oh, this one is curious. I'm sad to have to tell you this, even though I'm not furious. My secrets stay in the abyss. Blazes. You're right. I didn't see that question coming, that's all. But how goes the saying, practice makes perfect? Next time I'll be prepared. The business didn't go well in the past moons, that's all. Hardly any travelers or outlanders anymore. And the arcanists of the Order prefer to get their supplies elsewhere since Grand Master Arenthiel has returned. Well, since I have a son to feed, I had to think of something. That tip with the rhyming came from my brother-in-law, Doril. He's with the sickle and came back from a journey to Calais just recently. He said that he visited a lecture from a Chilean merchant there. And he said that in order to be successful nowadays, one needs a, unique selling proposition. Yes, that's how he called it. Something to distinguish him or herself from the competition. Correct. I know I'm not the best poet, but I'm sure you'll remember bartering at Emberlord and Fireflash better than with that goat-faced vagabond woman Stonehand down at the market. How kind of you to ask me this. The trade goes well, I can't complain. Were not my son Mirel amiss. The boy is wicked, it's a pain. From dusk till dawn, I kid you not, he plays and jests with that small brat. Instead of helping in the shop, they chase that girl's idiotic cat. That wicked child, Gaboff's her name, from Ostain her kin arrived. Her father drinks without restraint. The girl's wits, too, are much deprived. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
understand your turmoil, madame. But still, right now, the Order cannot.
Waste a keeper to search for a pathless heretic? That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
But what you thought. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, madame?
Huh? What is it? Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh, forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop. Huh? No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors. Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son. It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor? I see. Then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones. Heretics, as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn, and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed, but thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more Ark people, especially Sublimes, converted to his cult. And, well, among them was also my son, Rukus. I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences. Girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent. A vow of silence, and please do not ask me what for. It has something to do with the followers of Kor believing language somehow poisons the mind. Some pathless rubbish. Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The Kor didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Duneville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rukus went with them. No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere. Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rukus, I would be happy to reward your efforts. You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the myriad warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop. Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, of course.
point when you just have to live with it.
Sensual and sweet as sin, their bodies touch like tongues.
Walk blessed.
We always go too easy on the scum.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
Sir? Yes?
Hymn of the Desert King.
Walk blessed.
Dark as the sun, light as the night.
My sir?
My friend, of course. Take care.
Walk less.
You're not from around here, are you?
Oh my, now who is this? I've seen this face, so... My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. Oh my. Now who is this? I've seen this. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
So, yes. What are you doing here?
What?
Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, of course. Yes? Have you been to the island? What? Oh, yes, certainly.
Sir?
I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. this face. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Monsieur?
By the poets.
Have you heard? Nerem has been united again.
Before me
But their leader must be a monster.
May his light
Walk
guide
blessed.
Priests and burning.
Malphus blessings, monsieur. Are you looking for something to read? By the, put that away. Are you mad? Don't go around showing these to people like a bloody bouquet. Well, apart from the fact that the pathless murderer wrote them, they're forbidden. I once had an idiot of an assistant who had the marvelous idea of buying these on the black market and selling them to intellectuals. Probably thought it'd impress me. Would have gotten us both into the Undercity if I hadn't noticed it before the Order did. Well, they haven't always been. You know the story behind them, don't you? At first, the Order reprinted them, thinking it would be a wonderful scare story to keep people on the righteous path. However, that didn't work out as they thought it would. People were fascinated by the story rather than appalled by it, and some even started imitating his crimes. You know, killing criminals for justice. Some bards even wrote songs about the Butcher of Ark, path-abiding on the surface, but full of morbid fascination underneath. After some years, yes, it was Truchessa Nataro del Verum, actually, who issued the decree. Nowadays, owning these books is forbidden and punished by a significant prison sentence, and the Order tries to burn every single issue they get their hands on. Well, if they had, you wouldn't be holding one, my friend, would you? Blazes, did you listen to a word I said? You're not getting any here if that's what you're asking. Look for them if your life depends on it, but leave me and the other path-abiding merchants out of it. And you might be careful parading around with these for another reason as well. The Order isn't the only one looking for them. Just some moons ago, the 2 guards protecting the original scripture were murdered and the book taken. Yes, the one the Butcher of Ark wrote himself. I assume the thieves were hoping it contained the forbidden passage about Jael Tannerson's initiation ritual, but as far as I know, not even the original has it. Well, long story short, you're treading on dangerous ground here. If it's a story you want, I recommend you get yourself something else to read. You name it, I got it.
Walk blessed.
As the sun, light as the night. Thousand. She smiles into the desert moon and near it. Puke! Some chefs never walk west.
One day, I'm gonna be an adventurer, and I'm gonna explore the entire world. Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? I bet you've got a lot of stories to tell.
Walk west.
This is really such a bad place. Why don't you just take a trip to Thalnar and try to settle there?
Yes? Well, I might. But I'm sure as heck not going to tell you, Moonskin. Now leave me alone. I don't have time for chit-chat. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go. Hey! What are you doing?
Is it important? There you are. I've been looking for you all over the city. Oh, by Malphas, did you hear the news? Mithrael Birdsong is coming to Ark.
What? Oh, by the righteous path, this is incredible! What's he gonna play? Please tell me that he's going to sing What Compares to Thy Golden Hair.
Even better. He'll play all of the new songs from his latest song.
Yes?
And now, brace yourself. Word has it that at the end of each performance, he takes one woman up on the stage to sing Thou Art My Sweet Spring Blossom for her.
What? Oh, by the seven, that's my favorite. It's so romantic. Especially in the last verse when he goes like, "The wind blows soft, your hand so tender. I love you so, oh woman slender." I always feel as if it's me he's singing about.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling. The melody, it always goes straight to my heart. Oh, my. I'm sure deep within he wishes for nothing more than a simple woman at his side. I mean, if that weren't so, he wouldn't write all those love songs, would he?
Of course not. Poor man. He has to be so lonely. Anyway, I'd say we're not going to miss that show. Let's talk again in a week or so, all right? I know the Dancing Nomad's innkeeper. Maybe he can make arrangements so we get a nice place near the stage.
It sounds perfect. Walk blessed.
You too.
Is it important?
Huh. An arcanist, aren't you? Well, I hope your name is on the register. The last thing Enderal needs right now are more wild mages on the loose.
Well met.
Is it important?
One
Yes?
day, I'm gonna be an adventurer, and I'm gonna explore the entire world.
Now, come on, just a little to the left and... Blasted blazes! You are really starting to annoy me, you know that? Oh, now look at that. A visitor. Great. Just great. What do you want? Are you here because of the placard? What? By the 7? No! Don't take it personal, but you really don't look as if you know much about Starling craft. What I am looking for is an adventurer. Someone willing to take over a very important task for Horst and me. Yes, Horst. And no, he is not my imaginary friend, but this gorgeous example of Enderalian metallurgy and Starling ingeniousness right beside me. My personal centurion, and soon my new body. Yes, steel instead of flesh, energy instead of blood. Away with this useless shell and its pathetic fugacity. In Horst's body, I will live on forever. Ah, you wouldn't understand this even if you'd been my apprentice for 15 years. If it helps you, just imagine that I transfer my consciousness, my soul, into Horst's body. And by doing this, I become him. Apotheosis, that's what the scholars from Kyra call it. Man's ascent to something higher. A deity, you could say. The only logical response to current events, by the way. Ah, red madness, death of the Lightborn. You don't need to be one of those keepers to see something is happening in this world. It's going south. And other than the Holy Order and his new Naramese magically gifted pals I am no friend of, trying to pray away such threats, we need to change humanity. The apotheosis, the overcoming of our fleshly nature, is the first step. Unfortunately, I seem to be the only one who sees it that way. But hey, that's their choice. Oh, with this and that, errands, tasks your rough hands are better suited for than mine. But first, we need to find my assistant, Pathira. She's gone missing. Well, I suppose she took a flying unicorn to old Aranath. I don't know, sod it, else I wouldn't ask you for your help, would I? For his completion, Horst is asking something important. Some kind of steering unit, you might call it. Pethira and I have done research and found out that Dalmaric and his cohorts in Thalgard worked on a machine there that might employ a similar mechanism. Even though I had strongly spoken out in favor of an armed escort to send with her, Pethira had insisted on going alone. And surprise, I haven't heard from her since. Something that makes it the ideal place to go if you're suicidal and you're looking for a quick way out. You're an outlander, aren't you? How can I explain that without going beyond the scope? Dalmaric. Does the name ring a bell? He was an arcanist who lived about 2,000 years ago. Back then, the Order planned to build a second great city here in Enderal, situated in a region we now call Goldenforst. But, as it turned out, the place was everything but a good choice for a settlement. No crops would grow there, and the water made the settlers sick. So 3 years after the founding of the first settlement, Malif, the Order forced the settlers to abandon the mission and return to Ark. But, as things are with vain personalities, Dalmaric, who had been in charge of the mission, didn't like that idea at all. Malif had been his dream, and so he wanted to hold on to it no matter what the price. One of his ways to do so was a device he called the Sun Wheel, an old Pyrean construction which was meant to make the barren lands fertile again. You can figure out the rest. One night there was a bright flash of light, and since then Thalgard has been contaminated. Apart from a few animals and the Sunborn, savages whose brains have been rotted by the green fog there, it's deserted. In the first few centuries to follow, the fog spread as far as Goldenforst, but by now it's receded from there. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But as I said, she insisted. You know, she's of the lone wolfish type, if you get what I mean. Here, this is the place where Pethira said she would set up her camp. From here, she planned to go explore the nearby ruins. And please don't die, else I have no idea how to get Horst up and running.
Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Shivering hands and delirious eyes, brittle voices and manic minds.
Yes?
Roam across the land, spreading terror and dismay.
Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Araziel. Your skin, it looks, different. Of course not, my sir. Forgive me, I didn't mean to offend you.
So many strange faces.
Yes?
Well, aren't you quite straightforward? Most people wouldn't dare ask. I'm a half Quirian, as you've probably guessed, but I grew up here. If I may say so, there's something foreign about you as well. Ah, a narrow maze. A rare sight these days. I'd like to ask what brought you here, but the innkeeper will cut my pay for each minute I don't play music. Which one would you like to hear?
Ah, hello. Well, I was until recently. But seriously, things are starting to get quite dicey down there. Lost ones all over the desert, bone rippers. Truth be told,
Sure.
I'm actually glad my caravan made it back without any casualties.
Our ancient world seemed new.
Keep walking.
His eyes, no place
do you happen to
could
know
keep
the
him.
condition of the
He
mines?
yearned from the
I have a
skies.
fair
He
dozen of prospectors
abandoned
down
the
there
way
myself,
that
and with all the
marvels
things you
foresaw,
hear from the wilderness, I'm starting to get worried.
his own.
Well, according to the Duneville people, the mines are safe as always. But do you want to hear my opinion? I think you should call back all the money you have invested there as soon as possible. We both know Dunevillers aren't exactly the embodiment of virtue, and I'm pretty certain they'd be the last to defend your diggers if mine gets ambushed. But as I said, that's just how I see it.
I see. Thanks for your opinion. I will think about it.
You should. Now forgive me. I have to get going. Walk blessed, friend.
And you. Yes?
Hello. Figured as much. What do you want? Do come back.
Distant as ever before. Our ancient world seemed as old as his eyes. He had lived his whole life under empty skies. When a little boy asked him for the guiding path, he said, "Do not risk Martha's wrath. 'Cause you stray in the void as the wayward wanderer, despising the path that is meant just for you. Yet the dreams that you seek in the deep red afterglow are as distant as they'll ever be."
Which one would you like to hear? Sure.
Well then, you've come to the right place. The finest beds in the finest rooms, in Ark's finest tavern. What else could you wish for? Safe travels.
Nocturnal grave, you're leaving our world.
In the shackles of lust, presented by the poets.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I thought I heard an accent there. The Dark Valley. It's, as the name suggests, a valley, a few miles north of the Whispering Wood. Not a place I would recommend you visit based on its history, and all the people who've been killed there. Nowadays, with the Red Madness, it's even worse. The place is practically swarming with lost ones. Well, I'm not a chronicler, but there was this riot in Ark, somewhere around 7288. It was led by a woman from the Undercity, Kilana Hammerfist, and she and her rebels had their camp in that valley. In 7290, the Order wiped them out. It was a massacre, and up to this day the valley's still littered with bones. My mother always had a liking for this story, which is probably part of why she built her hut there. Strange? Yeah, but that's how she is.
Yes?
Will my soul.
Yes?
They're calling after all.
Yippee! By Malphas, so moving.
Yes?
Hymn of the Desert King. Huh? What the? I beg your pardon? But by the righteous path, this is incredible. I've never heard anything like this before. Tell me, my friend, where did you learn this? Who taught you poetry? Blazes, you're self-taught.
Malthus truly did bless you with talent. Tell me, may I interpret your poem? It's just I have to. Well then, I hope this is not too much of a leap, but does your first line, the one with the dancing elder between fire and ice, deal with the socio-sexual isolation of old people in feudal societies? I may be wrong, but that was the first thought that came to my head. No, not at all. I was particularly moved by how you used onomatopoeia in line 4 and 6. Do these brutal noises at the end of each verse symbolize the hedonistic, violent way of life among the common people who have absolutely no regard for the lonely man? Phew. Well, that's a tough one. To me, it sounds like the inner voice of a murderer. Yes, exactly. Here, he celebrates his bloodthirsty way of life. In the fangs of violence, my heart laughs. And then, suddenly, justice ends him, which is once again conveyed through those guttural noises. And I have to say, how you use the uneven number of verses as a metaphor for the discord that results from such a lifestyle is nothing short of brilliant. If that's what you meant by it, of course. You did, didn't you? Well, you know what? They wouldn't. The common people, they don't even understand when I tell them I'm a poet. Poet, they ask? What kind of profession is that? So now I simply tell them I'm an innkeep. That is something they are able to grasp with their limited intellect. Easy answers. That's what people long for. But you know what? I would rather die hungry than become one of those soulless pot-boiler artists who make a fortune off their stupid stories. Like, Jonas Schmid does. Do you know him? Mundane rubbish. That's all he writes, but you'll find it on every bookshelf. It's a disgrace. Pure and simple. What kind of question is that? How can something that so many people like not be rubbish? Of course! Not everyone has been blessed with an artist's intellect, you know. There are two kinds of writers. Small minds who give the common people fodder that helps them feel smart, and true artists who want more from life. Those who create, with no greed for gold and fame, bound solely by the calling of the muse. Well, then you're certainly more of a simpleton than I thought you were. Hard to believe the gods would waste so much poetic talent on you. I suppose it would be better for the both of us if this conversation ends here and now.
Such genius!
If you have to ask that, you'd better be on your way, my friend. What? Goodbye. Midnight. Between cobblestone and station. Between darkness and light.
Monsieur? Yes? sir.
Walk blessed. Walk blessed.
Yes?
Ahoy.
Evening.
Farewell.
Ahoy.
Yes? Yes?
In a bed. Sorry.
penny, my sir. Please, just one penny.
Good evening. Monsieur? Yes?
Evening.
Well, there comes a point you just have to live with it. Monsieur? Yes? Yes? Monsieur?